There are no doubt all sorts of perfectly valid and very interesting questions that you could ask about the new £22,000, 247 horsepower Renaultsport Megane 250. But surely the most interesting question of all is, can it stay with a Ford Focus RS on a deserted Spanish mountain road? Well, that is what we're about to find out. Off you go. Immediately the Focus fires away from me. Unfortunately for the Renault, the Focus has a lot more acceleration, and that is rather important on these nadgy little roads. Tell you what though, this Renault I think has probably got more grip mid-corner than the Ford. Just seems to be really nicely poised, whereas the Focus, I don't know, it just looks a bit more ragged. Nice steering on the Renault. I mean, it's not the most beautiful touchy-feely steering you'll ever come across, but it is very accurate, very precise. There's no particular torque steer to mention. It doesn't really spin its wheels even. It's very, very well behaved, this car, for a hot hatch. You look at the spec and you think it's going to be a bit of a yob machine like the Focus. But in actual fact, it's rather cultured. But I'm afraid it is not as fast as the Ford. I like the gear change on this car. Again, it doesn't feel, it's not sort of rifle bolt click click, but you don't make many mistakes with it. It's lower geared than the Focus, again because the Ford has just got so much more poke. What are we talking about? 305 horsepower versus 247, and the Ford's torque I think is 320 odd pounds-feet, whereas this got 250. The Renault weighs a little bit less than the Ford, and you can definitely tell that from its extra agility and these really twisty passes. Oh my god. Now here, this car is really impressive. This is a very bumpy road and we're just gliding over it. Great traction, really, really impressive traction. I guess that's the thing about this car as a whole, really. It is very impressive, quietly so. It's not like the old Megane R26. That was a proper hooligan's car. I'm not sure the emotionometer would ever get quite so high in this car, but it feels really nicely made. It's very well equipped. It's extremely quick, and I think as an everyday ownership proposition you might well prefer this, possibly whisper it even to the Focus RS. No, I didn't say that, I don't mean it. I mean, I'm sitting here now and the Focus, I'm afraid to say, has left me for dead. He has disappeared. He's 200 yards further up the road. I don't even know where he's gone. He's in a different postal district, etc. The Focus is faster than the Renault. Is it better? I think it probably is. In fact, I think it definitely is. Nice car, the Renault. Fantastic car, the Focus.